The celebration. The Battle of Korath Expanse was over. 47 civilizations had fought together under the Galactic Compact's banner for 11 years, bleeding ships and soldiers across 6 star systems to stop the Devourer Armada, a machine intelligence so ancient and so vast that 3 species had gone extinct simply by being in its path. The final engagement had lasted 9 days. When the last Devourer command core detonated in a silent white blossom of light and debris, the surviving fleet had held its position for nearly an hour, unable to believe it was finished. Then the celebrations began. Fleet Admiral Nor Velan of the Serai Compact stood on the bridge of the flagship Undying Cause and watched 100 vessels light up across the dark. Signal flares in every species color, emergency beacons repurposed into fireworks, crew members on external hulls, and environment suits raising whatever limbs they had toward the stars. After 11 years, the grief and the relief were indistinguishable from each other. "Casualty report," she said softly. "Final count across all fleets," her adjutant replied. 63,412 dead. 907 vessels destroyed or non-recoverable. Velan closed her eyes for 3 seconds. "And the humans?" she asked. A pause. "Admiral, the human contingent never arrived." The silence that followed. It was the single shadow on the victory. Earth had committed 400 warships to the Compact 11 years ago, a staggering pledge from a species that had only held interstellar capability for 2 centuries. The humans had fought in the early campaigns with a ferocity that had unnerved allies and enemies alike, their tactical improvisation and absolute refusal to retreat making them worth 3 times their number on any battlefield. Then, 8 months ago, they had gone quiet. No communications. No supply runs. No response to compact frequencies. Their last transmission had been brief and strange. "We are handling something. Hold the line. We will come." 8 months of silence, and then the war had ended without them. Some in the Compact had whispered that Earth had abandoned them. Others suggested the humans had simply perished. Some internal catastrophe, some disease, some quiet extinction that the galaxy had not noticed. A few of the older ambassadors had seen species vanish before. Velan had refused to believe any of it. She could not have explained why. "Give me a long-range scan of the Sol approach vectors," she said. Her science officer ran the scan, looked at the results, ran it again. "Admiral," he said, in a voice stripped completely of its professional calm, "you need to see this." What came through? They came out of fold space in a formation no compact tactician had ever seen, not a line, not a wedge, but a sphere 300 vessels arranged in a perfect globe that rotated slowly as it dropped into normal space, each ship covering every angle simultaneously, a geometry that said, "We have thought about being attacked from every direction, and we have an answer for all of it." But it was not 300 ships. It was 300 in the vanguard. Behind them, still emerging from the fold corridor, in a procession that took 11 minutes to complete, came the Dreadnoughts. 14 of them. Each one was monstrous, easily 4 times the length of the Compact's largest vessel, black-hulled and angular, running lights burning a deep arterial red, moving with the slow certainty of objects that had never once in their existence needed to hurry. They bore scars. Every hull was marked with the evidence of sustained, ferocious combat. Burn scoring, impact craters, hasty repair welds still raw, but they moved without a single limp, their weapons arrays fully active, their shields radiating the particular shimmer of systems pushed to their absolute limit and somehow still standing. The compact fleet went completely silent. On 240 bridges, in 47 species languages, the same words were being said. Where did those come from? Those weren't in the human inventory. The answer, The lead dreadnought opened a channel. The voice that came through was human, tired, unhurried, carrying the particular flatness of someone who had not slept properly in months and had stopped pretending otherwise. Compact Fleet. This is Admiral Jonas Hale, EFS Reckoning. Sorry we're late. Velan leaned forward. Admiral Hale, we have been trying to reach Earth for 8 months. The war is over. Where have you been? A pause. The kind that carries weight. The Devourers didn't send their full armada to Korath, Hale said. They sent a distraction. The main force, 3 times what you faced, came for Earth directly. We intercepted them at the edge of the Sol system 8 months ago. Another pause. We held them there. The silence on the compact fleet was absolute. Those dreadnoughts, Velan said carefully. They were not in your declared inventory. No, Hale agreed. We built them during the war. Quietly. A beat. We wanted to be ready in case the rest of you didn't make it. Velan stared at the 14 scarred, magnificent, impossible ships. Admiral Hale, she said slowly. How many did you lose? The answer came back without hesitation, and it hit the compact fleet like a second shockwave, quieter than the first, and somehow heavier. None, said Hale. We didn't lose a single one.